Where are we going?
To our 1 week post-op.
1 week post-op.
Figure out why I'm so itchy.
It's because your body's healing.
We just got back from the doctor's. The good news is with the binder, that was the one concern I had, that the binder was super itchy. And he said like new studies came out that you don't need to wear a binder post-op. So no more binder. He said just Spanx or like, I guess, tummy control underwear. But he didn't even say that was necessary. So I'm super happy because that's what was hurting me the most, and I had such a bad rash from it. So it feels good to have nothing on. He said everything looks great. I feel good, other than it's just like the rash was which was hurting me the most. And
Yeah, that was your main concern going in, was
yeah,
the rash.
I literally had a list of like 10 questions.
And they were answered with one.
Yeah. And once he told me I could stop wearing the binder, I was like, oh, that eliminates everything.
Yep.
So yeah, that was good. And I will later or tomorrow come on here and answer the rest of the post-op questions, because I know a lot of them were about the incision and stuff like that. So all the questions I'm going to ask again on my Instagram if you guys have any more questions. And I will answer all of those later on. But for right now, I'm just going to ice my belly and let it breathe. We're feeling good. I'm still hunched over, and now I feel like I'm a little more hunched without the binder, because it's not like pushing me to stay as straight up. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? But I don't want to like pull the incision, so little by little we will get there, but everything's feeling good. Dave's waiting to play his Call of Duty. It just came on. Aren't you?
No, I'm okay.
Aren't you? Admit it. Show you.
Look, they're getting ready to jump.
Gotta go. They're getting ready to jump. Today we are 12 days post-op, so I wanted to do a little check-in. I actually put some makeup on today. Just figured, for you guys. Just figured to get dressed. I'm going to show you guys how much I can stand up now. I'm almost fully straight. Like almost. I have the binder on underneath this, which you can see. I actually want to pull it down a little because it like goes up. And I still have my drain right here. I'm not going to show you that, but I still have my drain, which I cannot stand. It's such a pain in the butt. But it is what it is. I'm feeling good. But I wanted to just do a quick little update, and I asked a bunch of post-op questions on my stories. So now that I am post-op, like I can answer a lot of those. So I'm gonna answer those for you. And tomorrow, I also want to say, tomorrow I'm getting my drain removed. So I'm gonna take you with me for that. This is just gonna be a long video. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna take you with me for that. And I'll let you know how it feels. Supposedly it's painless. I'm such a baby when it comes to pain, so I'm really nervous. So I have a bunch of questions I asked on my Instagram, and I did answer some of them on my Instagram, but I'm gonna answer them here. Geez, I have a lot. So I'll try and make this as quick as possible. And I already read through a lot of them, so I'm gonna try and answer the ones that I got asked repeatedly, just because I think that'll make things a lot easier. But like I said, today I am day 12 post-op. I have my binder on, my drain in. Everyone's different. I actually had, I don't know if I talked about it on here real quick. I had a severe reaction to my binder where my whole skin, this is a new one, got red and a rash all down my leg, all over my stomach. It killed. I could not sleep. I was taking Benadryl. And my surgeon personally told me I don't have to wear a binder. He said I could just wear Spanx or things like that. For me, I got this new one. I don't sleep with it on. I just wear it during the day because for back pain, my back, since I'm hunched over all the time, it feels a lot better with this one on. I'll link this one. I got it from Amazon. I like it better, but I do have a tank top on underneath my binder and then the binder over just because I'm nervous. But I've been sleeping with it off, and once I get this drain out, I will just start wearing Spanx. Now, to the questions. If you had to do it again, would you? I feel like I got so many of that question, and I feel like that's so hard for me to answer because I am only 12 days post-op. So ask me in a year, or 6 months at least. Right now, I'm like in the thick of it. I'm going stir crazy. So I would say probably yes though. It's something I've wanted for so long that I know I just have to get through this recovery process, which I also didn't realize. I genuinely thought oh, they say 6 weeks, a week post-op, I'll be fine. No, I am not. It's uncomfortable to sleep. The drain's annoying, your back hurts, your stomach hurt, like you're just sore, you're uncomfortable. I'm hunched over. I walk so slow, so it's a lot, but I'm just hoping once I get through this, it will be worth it. My stomach really does look good so far. How much does something like this cost, and does insurance pay? I got different varieties of this question over and over again. So I am in Ocean County, New Jersey, but my surgeon was from Monmouth County, New Jersey. Dr. Nagy is who I used, and absolutely loved him. Very happy with him. He's been great. I'm happy with his office. My cost, I booked this a year ago, so I like locked in that price a year ago, last January 2022, and it was $11,900 total. Surgeon's fee, anesthesia's fee, yes, and facility fee. All of that together was $11,900. Now, prices I know have gone up of things, and it does depend on your location. So that is just what I was quoted for what I needed done. So that's really hard because I've seen some people pay $10,000, and then a lot of people in my DMs are saying that they paid $20,000. So it's a lot. Do you think it's worth the investment with all things considered? I do. I honestly do, because I had such a severe ab separation. It was over 4 inches. So that's where I will never get that word right. So it's where your abs are separated. So I had back pain and all of that. So they bring that back together and sew it. And then I had a weight loss journey, and I kind of want to see my results. So for so long, I lost all this weight, but I had so much loose skin covering that. And I've never had a flat stomach in my life. So I do think it's worth the investment to have that confidence in yourself, to be able to see your hard work that you put in. Like, honestly, yeah. And it is an investment. This was a lot of money. I booked it a year ago. I've been putting money aside each month. I knew I wanted this, so we've been saving for a while, but I just paid mine all off. So I've saved for this. I worked for this. I had numerous consultations, and every single person I know, which is a lot of people, got this done, and I feel like it's hush hush and they don't talk about it until you get it done, and people are like, oh yeah, I had it. A lot of people have had tummy tucks, so don't think you're like something's wrong with your body. And why did because I thought everyone else was genetically blessed, and I was just like, why do I have so much loose skin? It's just not really talked about. So don't think anything's wrong with you if you see all these other moms with perfectly toned bellies. And a lot of people came forward and told me they had it done. Everyone that said they had it done is like, I would do it again. It was so worth it. So I do think. Oh, I didn't answer the second question. It was the cost, and then insurance. Does insurance pay anything? My insurance did not pay anything, even with a severe ab separation, which I think is common in New Jersey. This is something where it depends on where you live. I don't believe anywhere in the United States it's still considered cosmetic, which is honestly BS. Like, it's really annoying because there's nothing you could do you can do little things, but like, you almost need surgery to repair that. So I guess the skin removal and all of that, I don't know. I just feel like some of it should be, but my girlfriend is getting one done next month, and she has hernias too. So hers is covered, like a huge portion, I think maybe all of it, by insurance. She's actually going to the hospital, like not a surgery center. So hers is a different experience. So I think it depends, like, on your situation. Mine, they said, was strictly cosmetic, even with the ab separation. Hers, because she has like severe hernias and all of that after childbirth, they need to repair that. So it definitely depends on your situation. What was the reason? A lot of people asked me this. They were nice in different ways. They said, oh, I thought you looked great before. Why'd you get this done? Like, what was the reason? This is something I wanted before kids. When I initially lost weight, I lost weight very fast, which was almost a mistake because I had so much loose skin. When you lose it slower, your body kind of has a chance to adjust. And then, so I had tons of loose skin, and then I did a lot of fad diets where I gained and lost. So that skin elasticity was not there. So even before kids, I hated that. And then when I got pregnant with my son, who is now going to be 12, I was almost excited to have a reason why I had loose skin on my belly. But I knew I wanted skin removal before this. This was something I've always wanted, but I knew I was going to have children. So I didn't want to do it before children. So I just waited, but this was something I just, like I said before, I just wanted to see the results of my hard work put in, and like never been able to have a flat stomach because I always had skin there. So, you know, just what you want to do. Did you suffer before with bad back pain before having it repaired? Yes, I did. And I do always walk hunched over. A lot of ab exercises I struggle with, and I just never really knew why. I'm also a hairstylist. So like I'm always over someone. So I always just thought like, oh, it's my job, like being over the sink, being over people. I just have back pain. My husband's always like, right now I can't. He's always like, stand straight up. And it's just because I have no ab or core strength that I'm always hunched over. So I always had bad back pain, which I'm really hoping that this helps it. Did your waist get narrow? Can you tell in pants? Okay, so I got this a lot. Like, can you see a difference? Can you tell in pants? Can you, like, that kind of question? I am still super swollen. I'm only 12 days post-op and I have the drain, so I haven't tried pants on yet because it'd be really difficult with the drain. My scar's still fresh, so I don't want to irritate it. But I could definitely, I could see my stomach, like there's no skin there. So once the swelling goes down, yes, obviously it got smaller. I don't know pant size wise if it got smaller. And honestly, I was a size 8 and I was really shoving everything in there. So I might still be a size 8 because of how tight I was wearing my pants. How do you find out if your abs are separated during pregnancy? So a doctor will tell you. A lot of times you can know, your OBGYN can tell you, because I actually went to physical therapy too before. Most people are, unless you're super lucky. A lot of times it might not be as severe, but like if you're doing, for me, when I was doing like hanging exercises, just hanging on a bar, like my stomach hurt, I was always hunched over. So my doctor told me, and like they recommended physical therapy, which honestly didn't really, it was so severe it didn't really do much. How much weight did you lose to have so much loose skin, and how did you lose it? Okay, well, I have another weight loss video on my channel, so I will pop that one up if you want to go back and watch it. It's pretty new. But honestly, so I lost 70 pounds total, and then I reversed, well, from my lowest I might have lost more, but from where I was, it was 70 pounds total. And then from there, I booked this a year ago, and then for this past year, I focused on just maintaining my weight, eating intuitively, because they say going into this, you want to be at a weight that you can maintain, because you don't want to go into this and then be like, oh, I'm going to lose 15 to 20 more pounds, because then you have the chance of maybe having loose skin. So I lost, from my heaviest to where I am now, 70 pounds total. And this has been like my happy weight, where I feel like I can enjoy going out to eat with my family, birthday celebrations and all of that, and still maintain this weight. Like, yeah, can I be 10 pounds lighter if I really try? Yes, but that's not maintainable to me. I would rather be able to eat and then like enjoy myself and know like this is a weight I feel comfortable at. So that was mine. My doctor already knew this, but they say you should be within 5 to 10 pounds, I believe, of your goal weight. Maybe it's 5 pounds of your goal weight to get this surgery. So a lot of people do try and lose weight right before the surgery, which I almost think is kind of a mistake, because then like this isn't a weight loss surgery. You want to kind of have those good habits going in, so you don't just like gain it back and kind of ruin a lot of your results. I don't know, that's how I feel. Were you allowed to drive? Can you do household chores? This is another one. I just answered this on my Instagram because everyone kept asking. So I got cleared to drive 10 days post-op because I was on no pain medicine. But I still have my drain. It's still hard for me to get in and out of the car. Driving itself, I'm fine. But so I am allowed to drive, but today was the first day that I drove, and I'm day 12. And it's still just hard. Like, I just wanted to get out of the house, in all honesty. But it's hard to get in and out of the car. That's the hardest part. And it's weird because I have the drain. But I did get cleared. But I talked to another girl that got the surgery done. And this is what I mean. Every surgeon's different. She was not cleared to drive until 3 weeks post-op. So I think 2 weeks is usually like the ideal number. But my surgeon said once I'm off all my pain meds and I feel comfortable enough, I can. But it's still like I wouldn't drive anywhere far right now. And household work. So right now, especially without the binder, my surgeon doesn't want me lifting anything over 2.5 pounds. So, and bending down and picking things up like that, because I'm not supposed to use my ab strength. So like unloading the dishwasher, I could do the top rack, but even putting things away, like it's hard for me to lift overhead. So I haven't really done that. My husband will like dump the pile of laundry on, like we have an island in our closet, and I'll fold it on there, which is easy. But like carrying the laundry basket, that's if there's a lot, that's a no. So I'm just starting to get back into like the household work. Like I can vacuum and do things like that, but I just have to be very, yeah, my vacuum's light. I was gonna say getting it off the thing. So I really am just starting. Honestly, my husband's pretty much been doing it all, and I just started to like, now I'm like making myself things to eat and helping the kids, filling their waters, like doing a little things, picking up little things. So it's just you have to listen to your body in all honesty. Oh, I got a lot of this. What made you decide a full or mini tummy tuck? I didn't get an option. I guess I just needed a full because I had such severe ab separation and I had so much loose skin. So I know my one girlfriend was saying in a year she's going for a mini tummy tuck. She doesn't have as much loose skin as I do, and I don't think her ab separation's as severe. They just didn't even give me an option. Can you do it if you're a C-section, Mom? I didn't have C-sections. I had all vaginal deliveries, so it definitely depends. I would ask your doctor. Again, C-sections are everyone's different, but I know numerous girls that have gotten it done after a C-section, and they say the pain is and recovery is extremely similar to after you had a C-section, which my C-section moms, I give you so much credit because I cannot imagine this and caring for an infant. Oh, this is a good one. Wondering about how long till you could lift a baby. This girl said, I want a tummy tuck so bad. So this was the hardest decision for me, and this is why I waited so long, because my daughter is now 3, because you really can't lift anything until about 6 weeks. So depending how old your baby is, but my doctor said at around 3 weeks, I could lift up to 10 pounds. Once I have to make sure I get cleared. And that's not like weights, that's just like things, things around the house. Like you can't lift anything like that. Like you can't do workouts like that yet. So this was my hardest decision, and this is kind of why I wanted to wait, because now that my daughter's 3, she's in a bed. She can get in and out of the bed by herself. She could climb on my bed so I could change her. She can climb up next to me on the couch so we could snuggle. But yeah, that's really hard. So depending how much your kid weighs, but they say around 6 weeks before you can like have them back on your hip and like carrying them around. And it's a lot of strain when you're picking up a kid, if you're thinking like, especially if they're young, if you're putting them in and out of their crib, like you're bending over, you're using a lot of core strength, so you want to be careful with that. But that was honestly what I was most anxious about. Like the surgery, whatever, but I was most anxious and I had like the most guilt, and like that was my biggest concern of when I can pick my daughter up again. But it's been good because she snuggles with me on the couch. She loves sitting on the recliner with me. So, and she'll like come and hug my leg, and she understands. So, and I do have a lot of help at home, which if you have young ones, you need a lot of help. I got a lot of questions about the belly button and the incision line. So I don't know if he pulled up my belly button. I would think he did. But I have stitches in my belly button right now, but it looks very similar to what it was. It doesn't look weird to me. And then my incision line is low, and it is hip to hip. Like he needed to go because that depends on you, but I had a lot of loose skin on my sides here. So they did do hip to hip, and the scar's super low. So if I wear a bikini, which I'm so excited if I could wear bikinis, I could easily cover it. And I am using like silicone scar tape to help, make the scar a little better. I scar really easily, but for me, the scar was like the price to pay. Like, would I rather have tons of loose skin and be super self-conscious, or a scar that I could hide that like only I and my husband will see? Like, to me, that was worth it. Oh, I did have a lot of these questions. Any issues if someone was to get pregnant again after a tummy tuck? So this girl said, but in case, I actually follow a couple people on Instagram that have just recently gotten pregnant, and one just had her baby after a tummy tuck. So they say to wait till you're done having kids to get it done. That's the ideal situation. But yes, you can get pregnant again. It's something, if you are planning on having more kids, I would talk to your doctor first. I follow this one girl, and she got hers done before she even had any kids because she had so much loose skin. So I think it honestly just depends on you. where's the drain? Oh, I don't want to talk about the drains coming from the side, and well, I will answer that. It said, where's the drain coming from? I just get grossed out by it. So it's coming from the side. So the drain drains out any fluid to help prevent, there's a thing called seroma. So I guess when you're healing, you don't want any of that fluid to stay inside of you. So the drain helps drain it out. Most of these other questions, I feel like I already answered. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section and I will do my best to answer them. I did have a previous video where I did all pre-op questions, so this is my post-op. And then I know this video is gonna be super long, but I really wanna bring you tomorrow when I get my drain removal, and we'll catch up after that. So see you guys tomorrow. I just went to the doctor. I meant to take you guys with me, but then I was running late and I'm moving slow. But they did take the drain out, and now I just have Spanx on. I'm still hunched over a little bit, you could see, but my doctor said it's okay to just wear, oh, that's like inside out, these Spanx control top panties, so they just like suck everything in. I'm still, you can even tell with the Spanx that I'm still like very bloated and swollen almost. It's like hard to the touch, but they said that's normal and that will go down. The drain, to me, it did help. It did help. It did hurt. It felt like a burning sensation. It was quick though, but I'm really happy. So I have nothing anymore, just a Band-Aid, because not to be TMI, but like a little more is gonna drain out. But that's just for like a couple of days and then it will close up. My stitches are all out. So now it's just on to recovering and healing. No more drain removal, stitches removal, any of that. So I'm already feeling so much better just having all of that out. And I am officially 2 weeks post-op today.